And the Prophet ﷺ performed such a long sajda that Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha says, I thought that the Prophet ﷺ had passed away. So I placed my hand on the blessed feet of the Prophet ﷺ, and as a result, the Prophet ﷺ's feet twitched. So I was relieved that the Prophet ﷺ is still alive. And I carefully listened to what he was saying in his sajda, and he was reading, أعوذ بأفوك من إقابك وأعوذ برضاك من سخطك وأعوذ بك منك جل وجهك لا أحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك. The next morning, I mentioned this incident to the Prophet ﷺ. You performed such a long sajda, and this is what I thought, and I heard you reading this. So the Prophet ﷺ said that, you've learnt the dua? So she said, yes. So the Prophet ﷺ said that, learn it and teach it to others. For indeed, Jibreel alayhi salam taught it to me, and he commanded me that I repeat it in my sajda. Therefore, Therefore, whoever has the ability to memorize this dua, they should do so, and they should try to read it in their sajda, in their ruku. So you will say Subhana Rabbiyal A'la 3 times, 5 times, and then you can read this dua and keep repeating it. And if you are unable to memorize this dua, then what you can do is open the dua on your phone and just try and read it outside of namaz. Obviously, the actual sunnat is to read it within the namaz on this night, as was the command of Jibreel alayhi salam, that repeat it in your sajda. Read it as much as possible, and if not, like I say, then at least try and read it outside of namaz as much as possible on this blessed night. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all the ability to do so.